Every time you open your wallet, there's an invisible hand taking out a bill. Not all at once, not in a dramatic way, but little by little. Today, 50 cents disappear. Tomorrow, $1, next week, $5. And the strange thing is, you don't even realize when it happens. That's what's really happening to all of us. Breakfast basics eggs, bread, and milk that used to cost you $10 now run closer to $15. Gas at the pump? A gallon that once cost $2.50 is now over $4. And don't forget your utility bill, it seems to creep up every couple of months. We often blame ourselves. Maybe I'm being careless. Maybe I'm not saving enough. But the problem isn't just you. The real culprit is inflation, the silent thief all around us. So here's the question. If inflation keeps quietly eating away at your money, is simply saving enough to protect your future? Let's bust some common myths Americans believe about inflation. Myth 1. If I save enough, I'll be fine. The truth? Parking money in a savings account is like leaving ice cream out of the freezer. It looks fine at first, but slowly melts away. Average bank interest is only about 0.5% a year, while inflation runs for 2.6%. Result: your money loses flavor over time. Myth 2. My salary increase will protect me. The average annual raise in the US is 2 to 3%. But if inflation is at 5%, your buying power still goes down. You may feel proud of a raise, but in reality, you're still losing ground. Myth 3. Debt is just part of life. Sure, most people carry debt, student loans, car payments, mortgages. But consumer debt, especially credit cards at 18 to 20% interest, is a trap. Inflation raises your living costs, while interest makes your burden even heavier. Myth 4. Groceries and rent always go up. Nothing you can do. Yes, prices rise, but that doesn't mean you're helpless. With even simple investments or an extra stream of income, you can blunt inflation's impact. The point is, inflation isn't neutral. It's always eating away at your money. And only with a strategy can you fight back. The truth behind the myths: inflation is like a silent burglar. It doesn't break down your door, but sneaks in quietly, taking a little bit of value every year. Picture a bucket of water, your savings. At the bottom is a tiny leak. Water drips out slowly. You don't notice it in a day, but after a year, half the bucket is gone. That's inflation. Or imagine running on a treadmill. You're working hard, your salary goes up, but the treadmill is moving backward at the pace of inflation. If you don't run faster, you're not moving forward, you're just stuck in place. Inflation isn't just an economic statistic on the news. It's in your grocery bill, your utility statement, your monthly payments. Here's the harsh truth: if your income doesn't rise faster than inflation, you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. 7 steps to beat inflation. Step 1. Recognize the problem. You can't fight an enemy you don't see. Inflation is that invisible enemy. Think about this. $100 today buys a lot less than it did just 5 years ago. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, grocery prices in the US have climbed about 20% since 2019. What used to cost $100 now costs around $120. Once you recognize this, your mindset shifts. You realize that saving alone is not enough. Step 2. Start investing. Even small. Here's the reality. Inflation has averaged 3 to 4% per year in the US for the past 50 years. A savings account pays less than 1%. That means your money is shrinking. The solution? Start investing. Even $50 a month in an index fund like the S&P 500, which historically grows around 10% a year, can outpace inflation. Think of it like upgrading from an old iPhone to the latest model. Investing is simply upgrading your money. Step 3. Control lifestyle inflation. Here's a trap many fall into. You get a raise, and suddenly you need a nicer car, the newest gadget, or a more expensive vacation. That's lifestyle inflation. Imagine running on a treadmill. Yes, you're running faster because you earn more, but if you keep adding weight to your backpack, spending more, you'll never get ahead. Keeping lifestyle inflation in check gives you breathing room to actually grow wealth. Step 4. Build an emergency fund. Life happens. A medical bill shows up, the car breaks down. Or worse, you lose your job. Without a safety net, you'll be forced into high-interest debt. That's why most financial planners recommend having 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a separate, easy-to-access account. It's like carrying an umbrella. You don't need it every day, but when the storm hits, you'll be glad you have it. Step 5. Create extra income. Relying on one paycheck is risky, especially when prices keep climbing. If groceries, gas, and rent rise faster than your salary, you're trapped. That's where side hustles, freelancing, or selling your skills online come in. Think of your money as an army. If you only have one unit, you're vulnerable. But if you build multiple income streams, you've got reinforcements to fight inflation head-on. Step 6. Protect yourself with financial literacy. Knowledge is your weapon. With financial literacy, you can actually turn inflation into an advantage. Example, a fixed-rate mortgage. Your monthly payment stays the same for 30 years, but the dollar's value declines. Over time, you're paying that loan back with cheaper future dollars. Inflation is working for you instead of against you. Step 7. Use debt wisely. Not all debt is bad. Bad debt is consumer debt. Credit cards for shopping, loans for gadgets, vacations you can't afford. That's a trap. Good debt is productive, like a fixed-rate mortgage on a home that appreciates or a small business loan that grows your income. The key is knowing the difference. Smart debt can help you build wealth. Wrong debt can chain you down harder. Every year inflation rises. Now picture this: one future where you ignore inflation. You keep saving, keep borrowing, and wonder why life feels heavier every year. Stress builds, savings shrink, and the dream of financial freedom fades. Or another future where you take action today, investing, controlling spending, building safety nets, and creating income streams. That's the path to peace of mind and true financial security, to futures, to choices. Inflation can either rob you blind, or it can be the reason you level up financially. So let me ask you, will you let inflation keep stealing your money, or will you start fighting back today? If this video opened your eyes, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Because here, we learn how to make money work for us, not against us. And if you found this valuable, share it with a friend. You never know, you might just help them protect their financial future too.